Let's take you to Imo State, where the deplorable state of Okigwe-Arondizogu-Akokwa-Uga-Oba Road has continued to spark protest among the people, as it is now a death trap. Road users are seeking urgent intervention before the rainy season, and our correspondent, Prince Uba, reports.
The Okigwe-Arondizogu-Akokwa-Uga Road was awarded by the Niger Delta Development Commission in 2018, but the road failed few months after reconstruction. It's now a safe haven for kidnapping, armed robbery and other banditry activities within the axis. This protest is an indicator that the users of the road are almost frustrated by its dilapidated state, thus the rise in criminal activity.
They did this road a couple of years back, but the road never lasted for like 3-4 months. The road went bad immediately. It was dead on arrival. So, we cannot even go from here to Okigwe anymore because of bad road. You see, armed robbers, kidnappers, that's what we are suffering here.
When you look at the situation of the road, you see that it's almost impassable, especially when it rains. And the road has been a den for kidnappers. It has been happening every day occurrence. You see people stealing, you see people kidnapping people, adopting people on daily basis.
Rainy season hasn't set in yet, but see, the road is virtually impassable. So this is what we experience from year to year.
The people feel abandoned by the government due to total neglect, despite failed efforts to draw the attention of the authorities to such an important road. They reaffirmed their call for immediate intervention.
Government should immediately come to our aid. Government should come and please, I'm pleading to government, they should come and assist us. Come and do this road for us to belong. We are completely out.
All manner of bad things happen here. It's a death trap. You understand what I mean? So it's a horrific encounter going through this road.
The 30-kilometer Okigwe-Arondizogu-Akokwa-Uga Road is strategic to the southeast as it connects Imo, Anambra, Abia, and serves as a bypass to Enugu and Ebonyi states. Its rehabilitation will further boost the economic fortune of the region and reduce criminality. Prince Uba, TVC News, Idato, Imo State.
Still in the South region, members of the Nigerian Association of the Blind in Delta State are calling on the government to domesticate the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Act to enhance their full integration into the society. This is one of the discussions at the second annual Youth Convention of the Visually Impaired Persons in Delta State, and our correspondent Ikenna Amici reports.
With an estimation of 1.13 million individuals aged 40 years and above currently threatened by blindness in Nigeria, it is important for them to have provision that will facilitate social inclusion. One way of doing that is through the improvement of their communication and other social skills. In Delta State, these visually impaired persons are gathered for their yearly youth convention. The theme, Competence, the Way Forward, Not Disability, is very apt to addressing the lack of some basic skills in these young blind persons.
If you must express or if you must show competence, there are certain things you must do. And the question is, are you doing these things? There are skills you must acquire. And some of these skills include social skills, self-development. Don't abandon yourself. Go to school. And if you feel you cannot fit into school, there are other skills you can acquire. There is assistive technology, which has opened knowledge for persons with disabilities.
In the society today, many people focus on our disability. They believe when one has disability, there's nothing the person could do anymore.
These two ladies are entrepreneurs as they were trained in soap and antiseptic making. They demonstrate their art to encourage others here.
Skills acquisition and sports are two major ways the blind could be reintegrated into the society. It is the way they could apply in order to give meaning to their lives.
Beyond acquisition of these social skills is the support from government, which the Delta State government has been doing through scholarship, but they want more.
So many states have domesticated the Discrimination Against Persons with Disability Prohibition Act. Delta State is yet to do so. In fact, the bill has not even been sent to the State House of Assembly, and it's actually not a welcome development.
On January 23rd, 2022, Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari signed into law the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act 2018, but only 12 states and the FCT have domesticated the law. Ikenna Amech, TVC News, Asaba.
Well, to the southwest region now, where warring factions of Ugboland, Ilaje, local government area of Ondo State, have embraced peace after a 4-year talk. The peace deal was sealed at the inauguration of the 56-member Ugbo Development Congress headed by Benson Obayelu. The Ugboland Council of Obas, as well as the Council of Chiefs, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu expressed delight, stating that this move will enhance development of the state. Ayodeji Moradeyo reports.
After 4 years of bickering in the all-rich Ugboland in Ilaje local government area of Ondo State, peace has finally returned to the communities. This necessitated the gathering of prominent indigenes from different communities in the area to this all-important meeting. At the event, Ugboland Development Congress, UDC, Ugboland Council of Obas, as well as Council of Chiefs were inaugurated. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu was represented at the event by his deputy, Lucky Ayedatiwa, said no meaningful development can take place where there is disunity.
A community like Ugboland that is so richly blessed cannot afford not to come together to achieve meaningful development for the sake of our children and the future generation.
Olugbo of Ugbo Kingdom and paramount ruler of Ugboland, Baba Frederick Akinroton, said peace has returned to the area and all sons and daughters to come together to foster unity.
What they did today, I never knew that they can settle this matter, this age problem, and they settled it. That was exactly what we are celebrating here today. That's what we are celebrating.
Leaders of Ugboland who spoke at the inauguration ceremony agreed that their age-long fracas hindered development in the communities, despite huge oil and gas deposits in the area.
Of competition for the very meager available resources. There have been clashes here and there. The religious community are not speaking with one voice, and so the center was no longer holding. That was what led to the conception of the idea of a body that will speak for this.
Today we have an organization like this that can take up any matter that has to do with development of Ugbo. Peace in Ugboland.
With this inauguration, indigenes of Ugboland can now live in peace. Ayodeji Moradeyo, TVC News, Ilaje.